Hello, young coders. Today we'll be building a project together called the color changer. So what this does is it changes the background of your web page. So when I click on the red button, it changes the background color of the web page to red. And when I click on the blue one, it changes the background color of the web page to blue. And also when I click on the green button, it changes the background color of your web page to blue. So we are going to go to our Code Funhouse editor and build this together. In my Code Funhouse editor, I have a basic HTML element here which consists of the head tag and the body tag. So let's start with adding the title of this web page to ours. To do that, we create an h1 tag here in the body and, write and call it the color changer. Close your h1 tag, and if you go ahead to our output, you can see we have the title here. Okay, so the next thing we are going to do is create a button tag for each of those buttons. So let's create 3 buttons. So let's create the button tag and put in red. Let's go ahead and create another one. Let's go ahead and create another one. Put in blue. Close it. And let's create the third one and put in green. And close it. So we have all our button tags. So if you go to the output, you can see we have a basic button here, but with no styles at all. The next thing we are going to do is we are going to go ahead and create a CSS file so that we can style our buttons. So let's go to the plus icon, click on this plus icon here, click on CSS and give your CSS file a name. So I'm giving my CSS file the name styles.css. So if I click on the create button, now we successfully created a CSS file. So to link our CSS file, we need to go into the head tag. In the head tag, we have another element called the link element. The link element takes in a rel attribute, and the rel attribute takes in a value of style sheet. The link element also has an attribute of href, which takes in the value of the name of your CSS file. That will be styles.css. So go ahead and close this element, and we have successfully connected our CSS file to our HTML. Now let's go into the CSS file and style our button. So to style our button, I'm going to select the button with their tag name. So go ahead and type button and give your button a background color of black, a color of white, and if you go to the HTML file, you can see we have our buttons here, but these buttons are tight, so there's no space at the top, the bottom, left or right. So let's go ahead and add the padding. So let's do now CSS, let's do padding 7px. Close that. And when I go back to my HTML, now we have a button here. We have our buttons here properly styled. So the next thing we are going to do now is to also create a JavaScript file so that we can connect those functionalities. For example, when we click on this button, an action should happen. Something should happen when we click on this button, and we can achieve this by using JavaScript. Once again, go to your File Explorer, click on the plus icon, click on JavaScript, and give your JavaScript file a name. Mine will be script.js. So now that we have script.js created, we need to also connect our script file to our HTML. So to do that, we also have in the body tag here, we have another element called the script element. So let's see, script element. Go ahead and close it. And then the script element also takes in an attribute called the source attribute. And the source attribute takes in a value of your JavaScript file. So the name of the JavaScript file, which is script.js. Now we have also successfully connected our JavaScript file to our HTML. So what I've showed us in the previous screens is how to click on this button and it changes the background color of this web page. So we can achieve this functionality with JavaScript. Let's go ahead to our JavaScript file. So the first thing we are going to do is add an ID to each of these buttons for us to be able to recognize which of the button we are clicking on in our JavaScript. Let's go to the button here, add an ID, call it the red BTN. Also in the blue BTN, add an ID attribute, call it the blue BTN. In the green one, an ID, and we'll call it the green BTN. So now we can now select this button in our JavaScript using their ID. So let's go to our JavaScript file and start by writing this code to select the button. So we create a variable called the red button equals document dot get element by ID, the red btn. So this element by, we are getting the element by ID, which is the name of this button here. So that's what we are doing. So let's go back to our JavaScript file. I'll also get the blue button by the element. So const blue btn equals documents dot get element by ID, the blue btn. And also we do the same for the green button. Const green btn equals document dot get element by ID, green btn. So we have access to all our buttons now. Now what we need to do next is to add an event listener to each of these buttons. So what an event listener does is it listens to an event on that button. So for example, we have different types of events in an event listener. We have the click event, we have the over event. So we're going to be using the click event for today. So when you click on the button, we want to do something. To achieve this, let's start with the red button. So let's add an event listener to the red button. So we say red btn dot add event listener click. So the click event, then put a comma, then a function, then a function. Then inside of this function, you can say documents dot body, which is the body of our web page, then dot style dot background color equals to red. So if we go back to our index.html and go to the output, click on the red button, you can see that the background has changed. But if you click on the blue button and the green one, nothing happens for now because we have not yet done anything about that. So let's go back to our JavaScript file and also do the same for the blue button. So go to line 9 and say blue button dot add event listener. Click your function, click comma, then your function. Then you can also say document dot body dot style dot background color equals to blue. So let's go back to our index.html. Click on the blue button. We have both of them changing the background color. Now, I have an assignment for you. So what I want you to do is I want you to connect this green button by yourself. As you can see, the only one working is the red button and the blue button. When you click on the green button, nothing happens. So I want you to work on this yourself. I want you to come to the JavaScript file and add here another event listener with the click event and add the background color to green. So this is what I want you to do as an assignment. And when next we meet, we are going to take a look at it together. So that will be all. And just in case you want to save your file, this is one thing I need to show you. Just in case you want to save your file in your computer, you can click on your file, which is now we're on the script.js. You can click on the script.js and come here on this icon here that looks like this download icon. Click on it, and it's going to download your file onto your computer for you. And when next we meet, we can take a look at this last button together. So that will be all. See you soon.